I was with my friend Jeremy Corbell, who I became friends with because I was talking publicly about UFOs, and he made a documentary about Bob Lazar, who was the whistleblower of Area 51 back in '89, um, and and he's also the guy who's released a lot of the UFO videos that are in the news all the time lately.
Mm.
And he has a lot of contacts within the military. And so, but he had never seen anything, and I had never seen anything. But we both, and then one night, we were out walking his dog out on this country road through some orange groves, and we saw a UFO together. So,
Hmm.
and to make it even weirder, we were standing out there, and it was such a beautiful night, and I was looking at all the air traffic off in the distance, the commercial air traffic. And at one point, I just said, tonight would be a great night to see something. Because neither of us had ever seen anything, but we both took the subject very seriously. And about a minute later, Jeremy goes, "Dave, turn around." And I turned around, and then off where I had been watching the commercial air traffic, there was this orangey gold light pulsing in the distance that was about 10 times the size of anything else in the sky. And we stood there silent. We didn't talk at all as this thing circled around this valley we were in, got right in front of us, hung in front of us for about a minute, and then went off behind the mountains. And it was like only after it had gone away. And the only thing, Jeremy, at one point, Jeremy, like I didn't say anything, and at one point, Jeremy out loud goes, "I'm not even going to try to take a picture." Yeah, which is weird because he's the guy who practices getting ready to take pictures of UFOs all the time. He knows all the settings on his phone. He's ready to go if anything should come along. But to someone, he says this out loud. I'm not sure he was saying it to me,
Oh my God.
um, and
Why
I
didn't
don't say
he,
anything.
why didn't he want to take a picture?
Well, I'll
Okay,
the best
okay,
I can explain it. So it
okay.
goes, so it goes away. It goes behind the mountains, and then Jeremy suddenly goes, "Dude, that was a UFO." And I turn and I go, "Yeah, I think that was." Um, as I said, it was completely silent, and it was like this sort of rounded triangular shape with three white lights on the front of it, and it was pulsing this orange light, and then the white lights were pulsing, and it just hung there in front of us for a long time. It was blocking out all the background. There's no way it could be confused with anything else. It was a unique thing.
How big was it? Like, how big was it?
I'd say it's about the size of like a Mack truck.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, and it showed up because I asked for it, which is a weird thing on its own. And
Yeah.
also, our reaction to it, neither one of us had any emotional response, like no excitement, no panic, no, we weren't overwhelmed. We both just stood there quietly watching, and neither one of us took a picture of it. And the nearest I can explain it is that the thing we were looking at was in control of how we were responding to it.
Mm.
So I'm guessing when Jeremy said, "I'm not even going to try to take a picture," that was him fighting the impulse. That part of his brain was saying, "I should be taking a picture." But the thing we were watching said, "No."
Wow.
So
Oh,
so
oh,
so out loud, I think he's conversing more with the thing than with me.
holy shit.
And yeah, and so this is, why would this happen? Why would it happen when we're together? And it's that's the thing, is that more and more you realize that sightings aren't random. Um, you
Yeah, but
know.
the story I told you before, my friend Karen and I, like we were both
Mm,
like we went out looking. We'd never done that before. We never did it again after that. And
yeah.
we were like, just keep looking. We'll see something. Hopefully we'll see something. And now that now I've like super chills all over my body because I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what if we willed it to be there?
Well, that's the thing. It seems to be like a major component of the UFO experience is something occurring on the level of consciousness. The interaction with these things isn't just visual. It isn't just seeing a machine. That whatever is behind these things, the non-human intelligence that's behind the phenomena, um, is interacting with us on the level of consciousness.